What is up, boys and girls? Creeposaur from Creeposaur Inc. here, and today we're going to be doing a deck profile for the new deck that I am playing for this new format. I didn't want to do this deck profile just yet. I wanted to do it when I was ready and I felt that the deck was performing the way I wanted it to. I've been bouncing back and forth between a lot of builds. I had a video done for a post-rate analysis, and no matter what I do, it won't export properly. It keeps glitching out. It keeps saying that the frame rate and the height and width are not compatible, even though everything has all been recorded in 1080p and converted and stuff like that properly and done the right way. So I spent about 9 hours, like sitting, like constantly sitting down, like editing that video. Along with some more time in exchange with that, editing how I like it, and obviously it's still a learning curve for me, so that's in there as well. So that video is going to come out a little bit later. So right now I'm going to be doing the deck profile for my Mermail Atlantean deck, Mermail Atlantean Frog deck, and of course we have Blastoise making a return here just because it just makes sense in the deck. It's water. So we're just going to jump right into it, guys. So we're going to start off with the main deck here. Pink sleeves, you know how it is. So Moulin, let me just zoom in because it looks really zoomed out here. And I'll just fix that for you guys. I don't know how that looks to you, but so we have one Moulin. I know the camera work might be kind of botched because I had something else kind of planned. So Moulin, just because it's really good for going first. 2800 body, which 2800 is like the magic number in this format. You bring it out and it's just like a win. Not like a win, but if you're going first, it's just like it makes it so much harder for your opponent to play, and sometimes they just scoop. So this is really good and it's searchable. So you play the one of. Next up we play triple Megalo. Just really good for your OTKs. Really good playing at triple. I see a lot of people playing 2. Playing 3 is just better because I did play it at 2 for a while. And I really missed the third. Like the third, being able to search the third when you don't really have anything else to search is really good. And then just having it in your hand is really good to just get discards out, and then being able to search it to extend your plays and combos is really good. So that's why I play it at 3. Next up, we got arguably the best one in the deck. You got Teus. I know I got nice ulties. Really good because for the rest of the Mermail engine, he's also just a 1 discard, and he's a 2400 booty. So he's pretty hard to get over. He just searches the combo when you have like an instant fusion or what's it called, Aqua Spirit in hand. So we got 1 Mermail Teus, 1 gun, just because I was playing 2 and 2, and it was pretty good, right? But the thing was that they were really good when they were good, but then when you had too many like clogs, like sometimes this was clogging, and then sometimes this was just like a normal summon that didn't do anything. So playing them in 1-on-1 so that they're just good when you do draw them and they're not bricks all the time, especially in a combo-oriented deck, is really good. So I'm trying them out at 1-on-1. They've been working out really well. So I think I'll keep them at that for now until I have some kind of, crazy like combo that I think of. So next up we got 1 Mander, 1 Osha, and then 1 Hild for the combo. I mean, you could play Dine if you really wanted to, because this doesn't really do anything. Unless you have like another Mermail in hand that's worthwhile to bring out, but the combo is just really good going first, so that's why you play it. It makes your going first boards way better in like a very going second oriented deck. Next up we got Deep Sea Diva for, oh yeah, that's the end of my Mermail engine there. Next up we got Deep Sea Diva. I wish I had the super. My friend had a super French, I think, or super Italian. I was trying to get it off him, but I don't know if he has it anymore, so I'll see. But we have the Diva because playing 4 Neptibus is really good, because Neptibus is like what the deck is. You bring out Neptibus, and it just gets like your combos going. It gets your deck going, gets your engine going, and then once it's engraved, you can just like make plays with it. And then when you get engraved, bring out Dragoons and all that broken stuff. So really good, and also just hitting it off of Megalo to put it in the grave to bring out the Dragoons. Oh, so good. So we got double Dragoons. I know they're supers, but ultis are $50 a piece, and getting those are kind of difficult. I would play 5 of that card if I could. Double infantry. Yeah, that's heavy infantry. Double infantry. I'm not playing. I could play 3 of this, but playing marksman, it's okay. You could play one of it. I wouldn't play any more than that, just because most back row nowadays is like chainable back row that it's probably going to be like a D barrier or something. So, like nowadays, like destroying back row, it's just going to be chainable. So it's not really worthwhile to destroy a set. Like if it's a set monster, it's worthwhile then to play it. But a lot of times there's not going to really be setting monsters, so it's not worth your time to be playing in the deck when you can play more cards. But I could bump this up to 3 really, just to have another search for Neptibus, so that it's even more live. But 2 is like the perfect number for me, not to clog with too many discard monsters. Next up, we got Triple Swap Frog. I wish I had the ultis, but those are expensive as well. They're just a little bit harder to get. The only thing that's bad about these is that they don't have the updated text. But this going first or second is really good because they can help you get discards. They can help you make Toad boards. And just because going first or second with Toad, going first with Toad is better, but making Toad boards is better because in battle phase, if they activate something, anything but a counter trap, you'll be able to negate it and stuff like that. So it's really good. And then of course we got the one Ronin Totem for the frogs. I've debated playing Dupe Frog, but it hasn't really come up that much. It just helps save your Toad. For the I would say big engine monsters, we have Aqua Spirit. You play 3 of it just because you want to see it, because you can't search it in the deck. So the only way you really get it back is that if you've already drawn it and used it to make like a Bahamut Shark or something, and then you add it back with like a dead Toad. We got double Maxi just because Maxi. And then we play 1 Gamma Seal. I play 1 Gamma Seal in this build because I wanted everything to pretty much be a combo piece in the deck, and playing 2 Gamma Seal was good in testing and stuff like that, but a lot of times I wanted something that could further my combos, because even then I'm just going to clear boards anyway, so having the 1 out when I do draw it is really good, and then also like opening my hands to more combos and stuff like that, and making sure that I just don't draw a card that just gives my opponent something to out something. It's not really a combo piece, it's more of just something to help out in a way, if you guys understand what I'm saying. It's not essentially a combo piece in a combo based deck, it just helps you make your combos go off. So I only play 1. Next up we got, for the spells, Triple Instant Fusion. Sorry about that autofocus. Triple Instant Fusion, it's Instant Fusion. You want to see it in the deck. Hopefully Norden doesn't get banned, but I don't see Norden getting banned. I don't know why people are freaking out. Double Moray, because I don't play Desires, because I personally think Desires is a bad card. I'll go over that in the future, why I think it's a bad card. If you guys really want to hear about that, and I'll explain like thoroughly why it's not going to be like, oh, it's a bad card. But Double Moray, just because it's not a water and it doesn't really help you out that much, but it makes you like fix dead hands and can make dead hands like the nut, or it could just make your hand have cards that make your hand later on like broken. So this card's just really good playing it at 2. Playing it at 1, I found that I wasn't seeing it enough to fix my hands, and then I started playing it at 2, because I played it at 3, and then I found out that it was just clogging, so I cut it down to 1 just so I can have more combo pieces. But then again, I was starting to see like not the proper hands, and it was mediocre hands, so if I played this, it turned like my hands into actual good hands. Soul Charge, just because Soul Charge is broken, it could either save you and you can just like bring a big board of monsters, or you can just set up like double Toad, double Bahamut board, and then something else, and then just sit and win, because it's just such a big blowout. Upstart Goblin, because playing 39 cards is really good. 1 for 1, because 1 for 1 is broken. Mizuchi, because spell negation is cool. And like 3200 or bodies are fun on Megalo. And then 1 Vanities. I'm testing this out. I wasn't playing this. I was trying to make sure I minimalized on like traps and stuff like that. Sorry, traps, and trying not to play any at all. But then it's Vanities. You can understand why I'm playing it. For the extra deck here, we got 1 Blastoise. We got 2 top 8 Yu-Gi-Oh! Day tokens, glorified locals. This one's pretty dope. And then we just got 2 random Yugi tokens. I like Yugi tokens, as you can tell. So for the extra deck, it's pretty diverse. I wanted to make it so that they don't just activate D barrier and say, oh, you lose, or I lose, because that would make my deck not function, because I don't want to make my deck extremely extra deck oriented or extremely Xyz oriented, because it just gives the deck like a perfect out. So we got 1 Gaios, really good going first against like a lot of decks in the format now. Look at that nice ulti. But just being able to negate like a lot of monsters on the field after your opponent sets up a big board is really cool. And then like in the Infernoid matchup, you make this, and then they can't make anything because they try to go like Harmadic, and then they just like try and pop it and you're like no, or you can just like have vanities on board. It gives you like more turns pretty much, and then you can make other boards to try and just out their stuff. It helps you out going game 1, and then in game 2 and stuff like that you have your sideboard. So this is actually pretty good. I used to think it was a pretty bad card. I thought you just had to play it just because it's Gaios, but going further I realized just how good of a card it was. We got Red Ice Flare Metal, so you can just burn people in time. And in some matchups, it can't be destroyed by the card effects was like really clutch. And 2800 again is just really nice on both of them. And then we play Shark Fortress. I'll explain why right now. You play Shark Fortress because the combo with Mander and stuff like that, and Hild and all that Teus madness, is really good going first. But when it's in the deck and you don't really side it out going second, I found that it was really bad, but you still have to play the combo just because it put monsters on the field. So going second, you could go like the regular combo, make the first Bahamut and make the Toad, and then instead of making the Hild and Osha level 4s, you make them level 5s and make this, because then in battle phase you can attack twice with this, and then attack once with the Toad, and like if anything you can negate something with Toad and still have a double attacker. That's really big. People don't see it coming, and they don't really know what it does because I haven't really seen anybody play Shark Fortress in the deck. It's just super clutch because when you go second, it's just such a big blowout just because they're not expecting it, and you don't have to like Megalo, like get rid of a monster or something like that, even though that can add on to your combos. But this is just really clutch. I won matches because of this. That's probably the only other thing that's really crazy in my deck. Double Bahamut Shark, not anything crazy. Double Toad, not playing 3 even though I'm playing the frogs because it cycles itself. We got 1 Dweller, the nuts. We got 1 this because battle phase is important, and then being able to special summon any monster, doesn't specify if it's a water or not, is really good because then you can like special back a Norden and Norden effect will activate. And then we got 1 Leo, 1 Coral Dragon, 1 of this just because if you only have a normal summon you can make a level 4 to bring out like a Dragoons or something. And then you have Tatsunoko. I'm not playing Trish because I don't need Trish to kill you, and it just takes up too many materials. 1 Norden because Norden's broken. And then we got 1000 Items of Strict just to make Instant Fusion live more than once, even if you do cycle it back with Toad. And then this is just good to bait stuff. And even when you do get it to take stuff, it's just it's so good. It's like a kaiju in itself for 1000 life points. It's really good to bait out stuff in good scenarios. For the side, what we played is Double Lance. I wish I played 3. I just can't find my 3rd common. Well, my 3rd copy of it is somewhere. I just can't find it. Regeki Dark Hole. I found that the Paleo matchup is just annoying, and I don't have Dankos, so you play Triple Royal Decree, because playing traps in this deck is like stupid going game 2 because they don't expect you to like play so many traps. So yeah, against Metal Foe you play Anti-Spell. That's about it. And then what I play, unlike most people, I play Triple Train Disappearance. I've been seeing like a little bit more people playing this nowadays, but it's mainly for the Zoo matchup. And if you're playing against Eidolon, you go this on their Alistair or Eidolon like monster. I don't remember what his name is. And then he's just gone. Like it makes him really hard to play because even though they can retrieve him, it just makes it really hard for them to play in the like late game and stuff like that. I activated this and against an Eidolon player, and they just scooped because they didn't really have any way of getting him back at that point in time. And then because the possibility of you coming across ABC is still a thing, double System Down. That's the deck, guys. I really didn't want to put it out just yet. I'm a little bit upset because the video, I put so much time and effort into it, and it's just not working in my favor right now. And I didn't really want to put it out yet because I haven't done a lot of like crazy amounts of testing with it. With this specific build, I've been bouncing back and forth between a lot of builds, and I wanted to give you guys the one that I found that worked the most, that worked the best. So, like beforehand, I was playing in the side. I was playing cherries. Those didn't really work out for me. You just didn't have enough like situations where you wanted to activate cherries. I found that you wanted to have Royal Decree against a lot more decks and stuff like that because traps are annoying. And then I just found that like vanities came up a lot more, and because I had cut Moulin for more combo pieces, and I had an extra slot because I had cut the 1/1 for Gund and Pike. So that's the deck profile, guys. I hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the deck itself. I like the deck. I really like Water. It looks like it's going to have a promising future with Links coming out. But yeah, definitely, guys, tell me what you guys think about my deck in the comment section below. Definitely hit that like button as hard as you can, and subscribe to Creeposaur Inc. for some more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. And as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.